Parent-child hierarchy. So already we have discussed about the level-based hierarchies. Within that, we have one option called as a parent-child hierarchy. So we will try to take the particular example. So what is this means? It is nothing but a hierarchy, just like a level-based. It's an hierarchy of members that all have the same type. That means under particular option, a group of what we'll say is like category and its subcategory related elements. That means at any point of time, if one element is having directly only one higher level, at any point of time, such type of thing we call as a parent-child hierarchies. Best example is like organization, like related to employees. The employees who are working in a particular organization comes under the parent-child hierarchy. Like if you take organization like employees management, maybe a set of employees are working in the organization, a group of employees. So everyone in the organization is an employee. But maybe at the higher level, maybe you're having something called as a CEO. But below CEO, there are maybe some sort of people called as a president, maybe vice president, something like that. So the president is answerable to CEO, vice president is answerable to president. Under vice president, maybe you're having a manager. So manager is answerable to the vice president. Under manager, a set of employees. So that means for every employee, only one boss will be there at a time. So that basically the type of hierarchy is called as a parent-child hierarchy. But usually for this in OBIEE, you should have a separate table structures are necessary to create this particular hierarchy. Like explanation part, if at the database table, maybe you may say that employee and his boss or his manager. If you're having like that, then maybe you can create a relationships, or maybe you can define parent-child hierarchies. But whereas in OBIEE, just with the fields like employee and manager, it is not possible to define the parent-child hierarchy. It is not possible. Here we should have definitely some sort of other fields to be required, called as the levels as well as the distance. We should have basically a 4 type of fields are required, like employee ID is manager, and what is the distance between these two people, and how many levels are there in between these two people, under which level that employee is coming up. Until you are having this type of information, it is not possible to create parent-child hierarchy in the OBIEE. It is not possible. Work with parent-child hierarchy. we need 4 type of fields like ID, parent key for this, distance, and a level. So, and if you're having these type of options, then only it is possible to define parent-child hierarchy, otherwise not possible. At the database level itself, these columns should present so that you can use these columns in the OBIEE admin tool in the RPD, where with the help of that we can create the hierarchy. Otherwise, it is not at all possible. Sorry. So now based on this, I'm trying to work with one particular sample schema given by the Oracle Corporation called as an BIEE sample. So to design this parent-child hierarchy, I'm depending on the BIEE sample BIEE sample database from the Oracle Corporation. BIEE sample schema is provided by the Oracle Corporation. So I'm using this particular BIEE sample. So already I created RPD for this BIEE sample. Only the necessary tables related to parent-child hierarchy I will add it and then I'll use it here. So here I'm saying that I need a set of tables and with set of fields like mainly like ID, parent key, distance, and the level are required. So that is the reason I'm depending on the BIEE sample given by the Oracle Corporation. So within that, already some tables are there with this data with these keys. I'm having like 3 tables are there basically under the BIEE sample. Go with an Oracle window. BIEE sample. BIEE sample. These are the various tables what we're having, like it is just like an SXS schema only, but so many extra tables are there. So I'm using a certain tables called as employee related tables. I'll use it. I'll use the tables like these three tables are used for this parent-child hierarchy. EMPL underscore P underscore VH, EMPL underscore parent underscore child underscore map, EMPL underscore position underscore V. With these three tables, we'll try to design the hierarchy. So first of all, these three tables you have to import it. After importing, maybe I'll try to create the relationships, and after that I'll try to bring these components into my BMM layer. In the BMM layer, I'll create an hierarchy in the form of parent-child by specifying the distance, levels, these things, and then I'll try to bring that into the presentation layer. Underscore underscore child map. Yes, so sample underscore EMPL underscore parent-child map is having a set of columns in this way: member key, ancestor key, distance, and ease leaf. So member key is nothing but an employee ID. Ancestor key means it is like a manager ID, and distance means what is the distance between the manager and this particular employee ID. Ease leaf is also same thing, but ease leaf means it is under which level. Is it at the first level or a second level or at the third level? At which level it is there? Is it a direct child or child to the child? So that the specification is given by this particular ease leaf. Like this is the data where you can view in the top. This is the records. Now if you observe at the bottom level, member key is 27 is there, and here it is showing ease leaf is 0. And this 27, if observed, is a boss for or is a manager for. So all the numbers here it is showing me as a 27. Ancestor key it is showing me as in 27. And if you observe here, but strictly speaking, you have to follow the levels. So if you observe the level here, level it is showing me as in first level. That means these users are directly under this particular user called as in 27. Here it is showing me that ancestor key 27, and here the distance is 2. The 15, 16, 17, 18, all these are people belonging to the manager called as 26, 27. So I'll type that hierarchy on the screen once my server is working properly means. Still it is not started. Why it is slow? Okay, server is started. Fine, my server is ready, so I'll go with the process now. So here I'm working with the parent-child hierarchy. So this parent-child hierarchy is nothing but organization level hierarchy. It's the best suitable for the organization level hierarchy. But to design this in OBIEE, we need to have 4 types of field called as an ID, parent key, distance, and the level. So to work with these fields, already Oracle Corporate is providing us a predefined table and the schema called the BIEE sample. I'm using that particular schema in my program right now. So with the help of this, we'll try to create the hierarchy. Here I kept one folder or one particular RPD called as BIEE sample underscore Kevin.rpd. So I use this particular RPD. So here this RPD basically I designed in such a way that it is consisting a set of tables from BIEE sample. It is consisting a set of tables from BIEE sample with relationships. After that, I created a hierarchies related to time period, customer, products. After that, this particular hierarchy as well as the original tables I kept in the presentation layer. So that up to that part is ready. Now I'll add the parent-child related hierarchies to that. But first of all, we'll try to open this RPD file. This is BIEE sample underscore Kevin.rpd. So I'm going with the BIEE administration. Also open because that RPD is not in active state right now. Some other RPD is in active state. That's the reason I'm going with an offline mode. So I'm choosing something called as BIEE sample underscore Kevin. Open. My password is admin123. Here I'm having a set of tables from the physical system like at SAMP addresses, customers, products, revenue, and time date. And based on this, I created some aliases for each and every physical table. After that, those alias tables I brought into my BMM layer. Then I created a hierarchy for the time period, for the product, and for the customer. And these tables, logical tables, what I'm having like time, product, customer, and revenue, those things I brought into my presentation layer. But now I'm going with parent-child related hierarchies. Related to that, I'm depending on the tables like what I showed just previously. I'm depending on the 3 tables like EMPL underscore some. So I'm depending on the tables like SAMP EMPL D underscore VH, parent underscore child underscore map, position underscore D. So I'll try to load these tables into my OBIEE. So in the physical layer, I'm going to Oracle, connection port, perform right click, import metadata. You can do from this place, that means to add the extra objects, or you can go to the file menu and you can see import metadata. But if you go with the file import metadata, it will ask you connectivity details once again, like what type of connection you want to use, what is the username, what is the password. But if you go with from the physical layer, already there is a connection pool. That is the reason straight away it goes to the database. So that is the reason I'm going with the physical layer. I'm saying as an import metadata. So what are the steps are involved? First of all, here means to create this. definitely we need an RPD. First of all, we create an RPD. Next, import metadata related to 3 tables. What are those 3 tables? In a few minutes we can observe that. Next, I'll create an aliases for these tables. Then I'll try to create the joins at the physical layer. Next, create logical table at the BMM layer. Then create parent-child hierarchy. Under this you have to set some properties. So define parent-child settings. Then put this object into your presentation layer. Create presentation layer objects. So already RPD is there for me, so I'm going with importing of metadata. So I'm performing right click on the connection port, import metadata. And here already connections are there. There is a reason straight away it's showing me tables, keys and foreign keys. Simply click on the next button. And here I'm expanding my BI sample. Under this, I'm choosing 3 tables like emp underscore b underscore vh, emp underscore parent underscore child underscore map, then emp underscore position underscore d. So 3 tables I'm selecting. Click on import selected. Click on finish. So got the 3 tables. Now I want to create aliases for these 3 tables. But before that, what I'll do means I'll update my row count for all these things. Now, before creating alias table, just we'll observe what is the data present in this child map. What I showed on my console SQL window, same thing. I'm trying to be open at this OBIEE level. Just perform right click on this parent child map. Right click, select as view data, and this is the data what you're having. So here we can observe that there are set of records, approximately 89 rows are there. And here it is showing me the member key, the last column what you're having, that isn't basically employee ID. And for this employee ID, who is the boss means it's showing at the ancestor level. Now, for example, if you take it up here, 1, it is showing me that his boss is manager, but at the top level. At the third level of this 27 boss, your 1 is present. But who is at the second level between this third, like between 27 and between this particular user means you can observe under the distance as a 2. It is showing me that 1 is a present under the boss code is 25. it is at the second level. Who is at the first level? So if you take at 1 again at the first level, it is showing that his boss is 19. That means this 19 is present under 25 manager, 25 is present under 27. So like this the hierarchy is present. So you have to identify the levels basically. You know, already I'm having this related information, just I'll put it in the paintbrush directly to have a clear idea about that. So basically I'm having higher level boss as per my this table is 27, employee ID or a member key is 27, is a higher level manager or higher level boss. Now under the 27, I'm having a set of childs are there. What are the childs means? For example, first child is 5. As per my table, already I'm having that information, so I'm typing that. Or maybe if you take it from this place itself, but it takes very long time to identify that. First of all, I'll try to take as a level 1. So under level you're having, basically you're having, no, not from here, I'll go to the third level. So third level if you take it up, 15, his boss is 27, 12 boss is 27, 11th boss is 27, 10th boss is 27, 9th boss is 27, 8th boss manager is 27, 7th manager is 27, like this. But it's showing clearly as a third level. That means, for example, if you consider the first level, second level and third level, I'm considering that there is a user called as an 1, but I'm saying that his boss is manager is 27. His manager is 27. So here if one observe that 1, his manager is 27. But if you, that means at the third level. But if you observe one user at the second level, at the distance as a second level, it is showing me as a 25. So at the second level, you're having as a 25. So under the 27, there is a manager called as a 25. But between 25 and 1 again, there is one more person. Who is that person means check it up with distance as in 1. So distance is 1. With distance 1 is 19. So that means here it is 19. So that means under 27, there is an employee called as 25. Under 25, there is a person called as a 19. Under the 19, there is an employee called as a 1. There is a meaning of this. It is a hierarchy. One employee or employee ID is equal to 1 is working under the manager called as a 19, and the person with an employee ID 19 is working under the manager called as 25, and 25 employee is working on the manager called as 27. Same way if you take the second person, 2 is manager is 27 at the third level. At the third level. So that means I can write somewhere here as a 2. But there is no guarantee that this person is working under 19. No guarantee. So we will try to find out that. So 2, his manager is 27 at the third distance. But who is the person at the second distance? At the second distance, his manager is 25. His manager is 25. That means it is also belong to this 27 and there's 25. But who is at the third level? So that means you have to find out at the distance 1. At the distance 1. So distance 1 at first this location is 20. That means here there is an third level, or as our representation showing as an first level. At that location around 20 employees there. Under the 20 employee, the 2 employees working. But this 20 is working under the manager called as 25. And 25 is working under the manager called as 27. So indirectly the 2 is working under the 27 but not directly under 20. But 20 is working under 25, 25 is working under 27. Same way other employees also. So maybe 27 maybe is in a CEO, 25 maybe as vice president, 19 and 20 are maybe the managers. Maybe the managers. And 1 and 2 are the employees. So like this you have to find out all the users. But some users may be directly working under the 27 itself directly. Like for example here, we can observe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is not there. 5 employees are not there. So if you observe the member key 5 at 3 distance, it is not available. At the 2 distance, if you take it up, at the distance as a 2, between at that place also 5 employees are not there. At the distance 1, at the distance 1 employee is there called as 5. That means the 5 employees straight away working under 27 employee. So here there is an option called as 5. Maybe under the 5 we doesn't have any employees. Same way a set of employees are working in this particular fashion.